you doing? All right. Well, here we are at the workbench, and I thought I'd just do an update because I've done an awful lot. I decided to start with the base, and as you can see, I've made an awful lot of progress with it. I've painted the whole thing in a nice primer, and then I put white all over it, and I've actually marked out what I'm going to spray now, which is these three things here. I've also done a lot of detailing on it, which is really why I thought I'd better stop and have a catch up with you guys and let you guys know exactly what's going on here and what it's looking like. It took me a while to figure out what I was going to do with this. I was going to do a nice marbling on this, and it would have looked really beautiful. And I've tried marbling with this technique of this is just a like a wet wipe thing, and you put it over. Well, I've tried it on some spoons, and I've had very varying effects. That's black. As you can see it, that's black, and it comes out okay. Yeah, that's blue, and obviously that's red. And then I tried it with green, and I really liked the way that black came out. If I can just get the light to, no, it doesn't like it, it's a bit too close for it. And I really liked the way that the black and red came out. It was really nice. I really liked that a lot. But the problem is, it is very random. You don't really know what effect you're going to get. You don't really have any sort of control over it, really. As you can see, they're all sort of different styles, which is fine. And you can't really repeat the same pattern on something else, which is the point, really. I also felt that it's going to take an awful lot away from the actual figurine that's going to stand on here. So I decided in the end not to go with that. Although I did have a lot of success with it, I decided not to go with it. So what I am going to do is, if you can see it there, there's basically a pattern. There's a pattern that goes up there, and then it goes down there, and then it goes down there. And that's the pattern I'm going to follow. So I'm going to do these three here in a nice blue. This is a very nice blue, it's a very pale blue. And I'm going to do these lines down here in like this sandy yellow, which is really nice. And then the whole thing, well, I'll cover up these obviously. And then the whole thing I'm going to do in gold yellow, which is a very pale grey. And then I'll finish off the detailing, really. Going to put a nice wash on this. I might put some foliage on this. And then just muck it up a little bit, because I don't want this. This is just the base. And Wonder Woman's going to stand on there. You can actually see where her feet will be. That's where her feet will be. She'll stand on this, so I don't want this to take too much away from her, because there's going to be a lot of gold, a lot of blue, and a lot of red, and obviously her whip as well. And that's the main focus of the statue. So that's really what I've got to do here. So I've got my trusty mask, and I need to load up my spray gun and then do some spraying. So just bear with me a minute while I switch everything on, and then we'll get on with it. But just before I do, I just want to say, if you want to try this marbling, it really is a great idea. You know, you really can get some beautiful effects with it, you know, especially with the black and the blue and the red. You know, the green, well, okay, all right. But I really did love the black and the red, and I got a lot of success with that. And it looks very, very striking and very beautiful. It really does. You know, see if I can get a bit closer to the camera. Come on, focus on it. That doesn't want to focus on this. Keeps focusing on my background, which is fine, because that's where most of the action is going on. I don't want to change my focus settings just for that. But you get the idea. It's really nice. It's really effective as well. You'll have to excuse me now. I'm going to put the extractor on, so it's going to make a hell of a lot of noise. Okay, just give this a nice little shake. I've just got my spray gun just off camera at the moment, but it is there. I haven't put a lot in, don't really need a lot, it's only 4 bits really. What I am going to do is just, if I can do it, just prop it up so I've got a better angle. There we go, that's better. Okay, let's spray. Always try and spray it in different directions so you get a nice even colour. And the last one is that direction. That's that. Looks nice, that, doesn't it? I don't want to go any heavier than that. Like I said, this is going to get washed, and there's going to be other stuff going on in this as well. But it does need to have a good layer. So that looks really nice. At this, as you can see, that's pretty close. That, so I'm very pleased with that. I need to let this dry, and then I'll be back, and I'll be spraying the other colours, which is up there and down there. So that'll be instant for you guys, but it'll be a couple of hours, maybe a day or two. So I'll see you in a bit, guys, alright? Bye for now. Hello, and welcome back. It's been a good couple of hours, and those 4 bits there have now dried nicely. And you can see the effect I'm trying to get here now. And I just need to spray this very nice colour. That is called, it's cockpit something. Looks very nice, it does. I'm all loaded up, so without further ado, let's get on with it. I think that's pretty much it. Looks really good, looks really nice now, that does. As you've seen, I've gone all the way around it, and I've got a nice effect there now. I'll let this dry, and then take everything off, and then remask all the areas where I've just sprayed, and then do these parts here in a nice gold grey. Okay, so that's going to take me a couple of hours to do. I'll see you guys in a bit. You take care. Bye now. And welcome to the end of making the base. It's all finished now, and get it in camera, so there you go. It's all finished now. As you can see, I've detailed it and mucked it all up, and I've added some there's some grass effects there. Just get the light over a bit more. There we go. There's some nice grass effects there that I really like. I did it there as well, and I've also put it where the algae would sort of spread over a little bit. I've done it on there as well, if you can see it. Just bring it, there you go. You can really see it now. Really happy with how that looked, and it looks like it's been there for a long time, you know. And this is going to add to the actual model now, instead of taking away from it, which is what I wanted in the first place. And I'll just put it down there because that's the way it will go. And her one foot is going to go there, and her other foot is going to go there like that. And you get the idea of just basically where she's going to stand in contrast to the actual model. So it's going to be quite big, she's going to be quite tall. So what I have to do now is basically prime all this up and start spraying it. These get sprayed, I think it's blue, and then this is her flesh, so that gets sprayed a nice flesh colour. And this is her one side of her armour that goes on her shin, and that will get sprayed. And then this is the armour that goes onto the other side of her shin. Come on camera, focus. There we go. And you can see there's a lot of detail in there. I'm really pleased with how this looks. But I think this one goes on here. No, it goes on this one, I do believe. Yes, it does. So it goes on there like that. And that's how it will look. And then there's a foot that goes on the bottom of it as well, and then she'll stand up. Then once I've done her legs, I can do, because she has like a dress thing on her skirt or something, so I can do that, and then this will be much more stable. But that's basically what I've got to do now, is just do her legs and her feet and the bottom half of her armour, and that will look really nice, that will. And of course these are her knee pads. You know, I've had a bit of a disaster with them, but I'll figure it out. But overall, I'm really happy with how this is going so far. And this looks really good. I'm really pleased with how this looks, being all mucked up and being all dirtied, and with all the moss and the grass, and I've got all the detail of the box on it as well. I'm really pleased about that. Come on camera, focus. So I'm really pleased with how that looks. And that's going to be a really nice base for it to stand on. And that's really it. So I'm going to go off and start doing a bit of priming, and then start spraying all her leg armour and her boots and so on and so forth. And you guys will see that. So until the next episode, you all take care and have an awesome weekend. Bye now.